lineup, it was a long time coming, let's just say that, initially.
So basically, we had a member leave, which left us at a point where we're like, okay, we gotta write guitar parts.
Steve, leave a message.
Steve, Jeff, and myself looked at it as an opportunity for us to change the dynamic of the band.
I switched from drums over to guitar because I feel like I knew Justin the best, guitar-wise, melody-wise, writing-wise. I feel like I knew him. I feel like I could feel him and figure out exactly what he wanted to write over, to cross that boundary between being as heavy as we could be to be as catchy as Justin can be.
We stumbled onto this sound that we probably always should have found, but I guess it took losing a member to realize that we wanted to dig deeper.
Because we always kind of played something that was what somebody else wanted rather than what we wanted.
Not really focused so much on radio or making it big or going for the deal. What did we want to sound like? What did we feel comes out of the music that emulates us best as people and as friends and band members?
So when we came in, we're like, let's finally write what we want.
It made us easier just to kind of be like, okay, all we really need is we can do everything on our own as a three-piece initially, and then we can just bring in a drummer and or at least find somebody that can play the stuff, which is stupid hard, but at least find somebody that could do it, and just get another guitar player in here, and then from there we can grow as a whole.
Tom, we've actually known for years. Tom, we met out in the Mechanicsburg area. He was in a band called Utopian Skyline. We'd have Enstride come out and play shows in Harrisburg with us, and what we'd do is they would open for us, and then they'd pull us out to Philly, and we'd open for them, and it was just a meshing of values and personalities, and obviously musical interests.
Once we saw he was playing guitar, I'm like, hey there buddy, what are you doing? And brought him in, and it was great. It was a perfect fit.
Before a show he was positive, during the show he was positive, after the show he was positive. Even on those days where we had shows and it was, you get off the stage and you're just dead tired, you know, he would always, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's good to see you. We dug hanging out with each other, and it just initially felt like a brotherly love first, and then more of an interest in what we could possibly accomplish together.
From that point on, we just had a chemistry, me and Tommy. Like literally when we would hang out, all we would do is sit there, smoke a little bit, and talk about music. You know, we would literally sit there and be like, oh, I got this band to show you, I have this band to show you. And from there, that chemistry always kept, even when we were doing separate things. So then finally, at the one point in time, when I switched over, we were always sending stuff back and forth. I was just like, hey man, Enstride's looking for a new guitar player.
So fast forward 6 years of texting every 6 months, come join my band and let's do something, let's write, let's play. The time was right in my life to finally say yes, and let's see what happens with this endeavor. We listened to his stuff and we knew that he was going to be able to complement Steve and the music by switching between lead and rhythm roles.
They're like two separate different types of players, but ones that complement each other, and so it worked out really nice.
Anthony I actually met through Jeff. I didn't really know Anthony all that much. I had met him a couple times before, playing at shows, seeing him at venues and things like that, but I really met Anthony through Jeff and Steve.
And I've known for a long time. Anthony, me and him actually had a drum battle. Like when we were younger, literally me and him knew each other when we were 16 years old, and we weren't allowed to play in bars, and it was just me and him, and we were in almost two rivaling bands at the time.
I was actually in as a tribute band for Incubus, and he was the drummer there. It was all kind of friends through friends. We played with his other band way back in the day when we first started, and so kind of knew him. Got to then play with him in this cover band.
He heard me playing some August Burns Red at the end of our jam session, and I guess it was more along the lines of what they're trying to go towards now with their music, more complicated and heavier.
And then I was like, dude, I know you can kill these songs.
So I always knew him as one of the best drummers around in the area.
Right away, you know, just from what they had said about him and the little bit that I knew, as long as he was able to do the parts, I was all for it.
I had to come here and try out, and pretty much instantly, once we started playing the songs together, we knew it just works.
Of course, he came in and everything was great. He nails the parts. He's got great personality, but he takes it seriously when he's behind the kit, but not too seriously to where you don't want him back there.
So we came, learned the songs, and killed them.
Enstride breaking up at one point and then coming back together, realizing that we weren't done and we had something that was inside we didn't really know about 100%. When that came out, it was just finding the right people, and we finally got them.
Writing became naturally and began immediately, and it felt good. They were supportive.
You know, I'm very thankful that the guys thought of me, you know, to come and fill in for the drumming. And the stuff that we're writing right now, I just feel like is going in that same direction as, you know, the previous songs that we have recorded right now. And I think everybody's in store for a really good band to come out and will definitely please some people.
So that's really how I guess the new lineup came about, at least with us meeting Tommy and such. So
I like it. I like it a lot.
Shred!
I love the new songs, and you can too. Check them out on enstride.bandcamp.com. Shameless plug over.